So right now we want to know how do we view those form entries, right? The form is already created and we filled it out. The parents have filled it out. So how do we view the data? So really, really easy. You click on forms and we just have to know what form we're looking for. So we know it's the field trip form and we want to access all the data, and you can do that right from the front end. You don't even have to go to the dashboard. So all you have to do is hover over the form and you'll notice that view entries appears. So you can go ahead and click on that. And of course, as the administrator, you have access to all of the entries, okay? Whereas parents won't be able to see other parents' entries. Okay, so this is what we call the view. You can call them entries, data submissions, whatever you want to call it, but this is where the information lives. Okay, so you can see we've got, like a little snippet here on the top. We can also expand, okay, to give us more information. But on top of that, we can take it one step further, okay, and we can click preview, preview full entry here. So when I do that, and this is, by the way, basically the same information that comes through in the email. But if I ever just need to pull up an emergency phone number or, and at the same time, all of these fields are searchable. So they're entirely searchable, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so at the top right here, we've got this search field. Okay, so you can even search peanuts, and all of the children that have that listed as their allergies would show up. Um, so let's say we search for John, and it's like, oh, no entries match your request. But if we search for Zach, then you can see the name I filled out, so it's searching that. Okay. Now, what if, let's say, you forgot to fill something out? So, for example, classroom right here is not filled out. We can always go back in, and under preview entry, there's also edit full entry. So if we click that, it's actually going to bring up a filled out version of the form that was originally submitted. Okay, so it's really cool because we can go back in here and we can edit this. So let's go in here, let's say class 201. Let's say maybe I don't have any allergies. So we can say none. Okay, sign again, and just by clicking there. I like how that looks, so let's click update. Okay, at the top you get confirmation letting you know it's been updated, and then we can close out this window. And if I go ahead and hit refresh, so now we can see that classroom is updated and the allergies right here. Okay, so and I definitely recommend using this search field because it's very responsive and it will just pull up your entry that you need really quickly. Okay, so now what if you guys need to export this data into Excel, for example, or you want to export certain information but not everything? So there's a couple options here. So one, since we're already here, you can actually just click XLS right there. That will give you like a quick export, okay? And it'll give you just what you see here. But for most people, they want to get a little more advanced or a custom export. And again, go into Excel, just if you ever needed to do any advanced filtering or add any formulas to anything for reports. So we need to go find forms and import/export. Okay, and so we're already on export entries, which is perfect. And then all we need to do is select the form. So here it is, field trip form for onboarding training. Okay, and so here it'll pull up all the fields. Okay, so if you want everything, it's really easy. You can just hit select all. Okay, that'll grab all the information and you can just hit download export file. You'll get a file saved right to your local hard drive. On top of that, so if you don't want all the fields, obviously you can just select, like parent first, last, phone, email, classroom, allergies. So if you hit that download, then it will export with just those fields, okay? And then if you want, you get a specific date range as well. So if you just want the entries from September 1st to the 30th, and then you hit download, so that will just give you a very specific range. So you do have a lot of flexibility here when it comes to exporting the information that's being submitted from your forms.